if you plan on buying lunch, you should always buy it at the place you're still at before you decide to buy it at a faraway place, or do your research of where you could buy lunch close by, so then you don't have to drag everybody all over the place just to go buy your lunch. That's fair. Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you don't already. I post Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And today in this video, I have a story for you guys today about the time two of my friends decided to drag my group around the place to go get lunch because they decided they wanted to kind of buy lunch at last minute. And so they wanted to go to certain places for lunch, and the person in charge had to drag everybody all over the place for them to get their lunches, which was kind of a pain because the shopping centers were kind of far away, and they kind of did their research at last minute. So this is a story just to teach you guys. You should always pay attention to what places are close by for lunch, so then you can plan ahead to buy your lunch. Don't wait till last minute to say you need to buy your lunch, because it's just really important that you do your research of what's close by, because if you want like a certain restaurant, you got to make sure that restaurant's close by to you, and then also make sure if you are in a hurry going in and out, it's just important to do your research ahead of time, or just say you need to buy lunch ahead of time just to make it easy on the person in your group in charge, just because, so then you don't have to drag them everywhere. So I'm going to get started, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. And because I won't be using names for safety purposes, we're going to give my friends names and call them Buy Lunch 1 and Buy Lunch 2, because they both needed to buy their lunches. So this all started about 11 years ago. I was volunteering at this local horse place, and I was taking care of the horses. I'm not going to say the name of the place just because it's a local place, and we were volunteering there, and we had to drive pretty far to get out there. And I was with a program. I was with two of my friends who I'm going to give names, and we'll call them both Buy Lunch 1 and Buy Lunch 2, because they both needed to buy lunch. And the lady in charge at the time. And we met up with another program from a different city, and we were helping take care of the horses. Like, we were brushing them, taking care of them, making sure they were taken care of and everything, and made sure they had water, and we got to feed them at this place, and it was pretty fun. And the people that ran this horse place were very nice, and we had a really great time. And then as we get ready to leave, my two friends, Buy Lunch 1 and Buy Lunch 2, accidentally wait till last minute to tell the lady in charge at the time they need to go buy their lunches. And the lady in charge told them to ask them look up the restaurants in the area, which they started doing. They started doing their research on restaurants in the area. So they were trying to find a place that was easy for lady in charge, because they wanted to just go to one place so then they could come in and out and get their food. So one friend, I think, wanted Chinese food, and another friend wanted fast food. So they did their researches. They found a Chinese restaurant. I don't remember if it was a chain or a local, so luckily they found that place for Buy Lunch 1. And then Buy Lunch 2 just went to a fast food place. I don't remember what fast food place we went to for him, but I know we went to one that was close by in that same shopping area. So this kind of did go on for a couple weeks, but we were volunteering. So this was a temporary volunteer place we were doing. And each time my two friends wanted to go buy lunch at the same shopping center all the time. Then finally, I think a couple weeks go by, and the lady that was in charge at the time finally tells Buy Lunch 1 and Buy Lunch 2. Buy Lunch 1 and Buy Lunch 2, you guys need to start bringing food from your house or buy your lunch ahead of time before program, because it's a lot of work for me to drive from the horse place to go take you guys to get your lunches, because you guys didn't bring lunch. So you guys need to start bringing your lunches on this outing every time you go, so then, or buy lunch at the school, because it's a lot of work for me to drive you both back and forth to go get food for this place. So just please next time start being prepared. So since this was the last week, it didn't really matter too much, but the lady in charge did want to let them know that if they went on the outing to this place, they needed to start remembering to bring their own lunches or buy their lunches ahead of time. So then, because she got kind of tired of dragging everybody all over the place because both Buy Lunch 1 and Buy Lunch 2 needed to keep buying their lunches at last minute, and the shopping center was a bit farther away from the horse riding place than we expected, and it just made it a little difficult because it was like they would constantly buy their lunches at last minute, and it would take a lot of time, and we would have to wait, and then we would kind of get back late. Right, so from then on, the lady in charge told them that if they wanted to buy their lunches, they had to buy it at the school, or they had to buy it school that we were meeting up at, or they had to buy it at a different place. And because she got tired of dragging everybody after the horse place to go take people to get their food, because she had to drive further to go take them to get their lunches, which made it a little difficult, but luckily they all understood. And then from then on, if we did do this volunteer side, it would say bring your own lunch, and that's when they started to let people know that if they needed to bring lunches or not, just in case we didn't have time to go buy people lunches, or there were not places close enough for them to buy their lunches, which made it a lot easier. So the moral of the story is, if you are going to a certain place and you need to buy lunch, you probably should do your research before you go to that place to see if there's places close by to buy your lunch, just to make it easy for you and also other people if you're in a group of people, just so you don't have to drag everybody all over the place to go get your lunch. And also that makes it easy for you just to know if you need to buy lunch at your school or buy lunch at a different place that's close by your school before you go to that certain place to buy your lunch. So that was the story about the time we had to drag everybody all over the place to go buy their lunches. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. Thank you so much for watching. And I also hope this video taught you to be prepared and do your research on what restaurants are close by a place if you're planning on going to it. So then it makes it easy for the person driving you for you to get to your lunch, or it makes it easy for you to just get your lunch. So then you don't have to keep a whole group of people waiting. So just keep that in mind. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye.
If you like this video, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe.